everybody, and welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play 1.15 world. My name, of course, is BigU1033, your host. Now, jumping right to it today. I did a little bit of farming off camera. Just started planting a couple crops. Just by the way, crops grow best in rows. They grow fastest in rows. I pulled back the land over here a little bit. And yes, you might notice it's gone. I patched up that giant annoying hole that I almost fell in like 80,000 times. Okay, I think it was around 8, but you know, just for fun. Now, I did spoil at the end of the last episode that we would be building a house today. And we are. So, we need to pop these back in here because we won't need those for houses. And we need to take this with us. So, building a house. To build a house, the first thing you need to do is figure out your block palette. So, my block palette for this house will be and kind of a basic palette. Here we have spruce logs, oak planks, and a little bit of cobblestone. But, I mean, this is kind of ugly. Sorry, spruce logs, but we can strip spruce logs, and they look so much nicer to do that. Just right-click the log with your axe. So, yeah, that's basic house building start there. Next is you want to kind of figure out what shape your house is going to be. I mean, the shape I want mine is probably, just for now, going to be a rectangle. And this might affect our house here, so we're going to patch this over. Why do I want a rectangle? Probably just because, I mean, this is early game. We don't need to do anything super fancy. So start your house. Wait for world lag to end. That might take a while. Come on, computer. Looks like my recording is lagging too. Alright, so once you've gotten past that, you want to kind of clear out the surrounding area. So, I mean, you want to terraform, so pull your land back so you have space to build, and fill or get rid of all the grass and other stuff that could be possibly in the way. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to lay down your foundation. I normally like to do this with cobblestone, but depending on your block palette, I mean, you might not even need to build a foundation. And make sure your house is big enough to have, if you're early game, all the like early game living materials that you need. Whew. That was weird. But as you can probably see here, I have run out of cobblestone. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bits of cobblestone. So, yeah. One thing that I might be pretty bad at is getting all my resources off camera. Because, I mean, clearly I did not think at all in any such form about what I would be doing for this episode other than building a house. So once you have laid out your foundation, which is done like so, you are going to want to lay out your corners here on your house. So I normally like to use a specific block on corners just to give a little bit of variety. And it's something that clearly defines that there is a corner there. Because they look pretty different. And do those even look good together? I question it now, of course. But, yeah, I guess we'll have to take a quick snooze. Alright. So once you've marked your corners, you can either build them up or leave them down. I normally leave them down and start to fill in the floor. Excuse me, donkey. And depending on the size of your house, this could either be a very, very long step, or it could just take about 3 seconds like mine did there. So the next thing that you want to do is you want to get just one layer of your house filled in. After you fill in that layer, I probably shouldn't have jumped down from there, you are going to find your door spot. So probably the most common way I'll be entering this house is through this long front side here. So right here, I'm looking up and down. I normally like my doors to be exactly centered. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So if your doors are not exactly centered, you can do one of two things. You can either pull your house, expand your house out one way, or you can do a double door. So that's what I'll be doing here. I just heard a zombie. Concerning. So just like that. Gonna have a double door. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna build up corners a little bit more. I lost a block. Alright, so, and then if you're using stripped wood, you're of course going to strip it. Next thing is you're going to find out where you want your windows to be. So, I normally like to have a lot of windows on my builds. I like the idea of being able to see out somewhere, and if you just have a solid wall, I think it looks pretty bad. I know I couldn't make that. Alright. So I normally like to have at least one big window in the house. That'll probably be this window. And then, yeah, I'm gonna build this out bit. So these are all even. And then this side window, it could be another big window on the side. Alright, so once you've found your spots for windows, you're gonna want to put a door on it. So I got 3 doors, but that's not gonna cut it for me. So you can make a little porch in front of your house, just like so, and you can have your stairs going up it, And you can put on some fences on the side until, well, yeah, you can just put some fences on the side as a nice little, like, kind of railing. And then I normally like to turn these stairs in, like so. Next thing that you're going to want to do is, well, fill in this, and then line up where you want your rooms to be. Since this is a smaller house, we're not really going to have any specific rooms in this house. It's kind of just going to be all one room. So the next thing you want to do after that is build your roof. Now, roofs can be hard and frustrating to do. I will be honest, I'm not that good at roofs. That's why I tend to build modern houses where the roof is completely flat. You can call me lazy. I mean, it kind of is true though, if it comes to building roofs. So, normally, I like to match my roof with my foundation. So, I will be back once I've gathered a little bit more stone. And yeah, I'll see how it turns out. Welcome back. So I gathered a little bit more stone, and I actually got an achievement off camera. In 2 string, I killed a spider, and I got us a monster hunter achievement. The spider was somewhere in there, and there's actually a cow. You can see him right there above my crosshairs. Cow in there. Why? I have no clue. Now, building roofs. Ugh, that's what I think every time. But building a roof can come with challenge. So, the 3 main blocks I use for building roofs are normal blocks, slabs, and staircases. So, I think I'm gonna start this roof off. And I forgot my pickaxe broke, so I need to make a new one of them. 1, 2, and pickaxe. Alright. And that's gonna be a problem. Alright. So, I think that I'm gonna start this roof off with a little bit of an overhang with some slabs. And apparently I didn't get a lot of cobblestone, so we'll come back to that later. Then I'm gonna build a little bit of like a slight incline upwards with the staircases. Now, staircases are very expensive. Honestly, I don't understand how it takes. How many blocks is it to make a staircase? It takes 6 blocks. The house is finished. So the grand reveal in 3, 2, 1. Aha, there it is. The new home. I added the windows and I finished up the roof off camera. I changed that up a little bit. Pro tip, if you put pressure plates after your doors, they shut automatically. And yeah, another pro tip, use glass panes instead of glass blocks. They're much more cheaper. You can trade in 6 glass blocks for 16 glass planes. I have our bed, 2 chests, 2 furnaces, the crafting table, and yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of this Minecraft Let's Play series. If you did, drop a like, hit the notification bell for when videos come out, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching. Big U1033 signing off.